Is Vladimir Putin a war criminal?
Well, he's certainly violated international law when he invaded Ukraine. That's right.
Have the Russians committed war crimes in Ukraine, from what you can see?
Well, I think the reports are very contradictory. It's possible. I cannot deny or confirm it. I mean, one hears a great deal. One gets a lot of reports every day. They tend to conflict. What is absolutely clear is that the invasion of Ukraine is a violation of the UN Charter and of international law. When it comes to all the rest, I think we have to see later, because I'd say even the status of the term war crime, the very definition of it, is probably a bit blurred at the edges. So I don't want to rush into any conclusions before I've seen an incontrovertible evidence.
I put that question because, of course, Joe Biden has described him as a war criminal, and I think the US said it had evidence for that. Well, we'll see how that plays out. Do you think in the big grand scheme of things, given the invasion has gone ahead, that particularly Germany, and maybe your party to a degree as well, to a large degree, has misjudged Vladimir Putin, that have been essentially too nice to him over the last 10, 20 years?
It's very difficult to say.
How's it difficult to say when...
Well, it's very difficult to say.
Well, many people would suggest that the acquisition of Germany, or Germany not being tough on Russia, is maybe one of the reasons that Vladimir Putin felt he could get away with invading Ukraine.
Well, that's one view. It's a plausible view, absolutely. But we don't know with absolute certainty what course of action would have deterred him from the course of action he's chosen now. I mean, appeasement was certainly not a good policy in the 1930s. There are those that argue that it was rational because it allowed Britain to rearm and therefore delay war against Nazi Germany for a year or two. Not all cases are analogous, but to the extent to which intense economic relations with Russia acted as an encouragement to the current war, then that was mistaken, of course.